Hey peeps, it's Mella Ubedoble and
Quinn, Kakora.
and welcome. So, today's topic is titled Music, and basically he is going to outline the entire course for us. But before we get to that, please use this opportunity to subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to turn on those notifications and hit the like button for this video. Okay peeps, so without any further ado, let us give him an opportunity to do his magic.
Thank you for having me. So basically, music at the university, we focus mainly on Western classical music, African studies, and all types of, as people would say, classical music, and not more of the hip-hop music or the rapping or the pop, which some other overseas universities do. We tend to focus mainly on Western classical until maybe your third year. Yes.
Okay.
So basically, at our School of Music, we have 3 courses: the High Certificate, a Diploma, and the Bachelor. This is all based on audition process, whether your level is of a Bachelor, a Diploma, or a High Certificate, with regards to your theory, your oral training, and your instrument. So basically, I will discuss the Bachelor because that's the one that most people do. Okay. So in first year, you have your prime instrument, and you also have your second instrument, which you can either play before or know already.
Could I ask a question before you carry on?
Yes.
Before you do whatever course it is that the 3 that you've mentioned,
Yes.
Is there like a selection program type of thing before you actually?
Yes, there's an audition process that you go through,
okay.
where we come and we play pieces. We do a written test and also an oral test. So oral test is basically your ear training, whether you can hear notes and sing them back, basically.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay, that's really interesting.
It is interesting.
Okay.
But due to COVID, many of the auditions had to be recorded, which some people don't like and some people do like, because for audition processes you can do retakes recorded, and live is obviously a different experience because you only have one chance to do it.
Yeah.
But personally for me, I did the live one and I enjoyed it more because I got to know who I was during the interviews and the playing, obviously.
Okay, that's really cool.
It is really cool.
Okay. You can continue.
Okay, so basically we have 2 degrees. We have the Bachelor of Arts in Music and the Bachelor of Music, which comes with honours. So the only difference between the 2 of them is that the Bachelor of Arts comes with an extra outside module, where the Bachelor of Music focuses mainly on music only, and you have the added modules of piano, an elective that you pick, and your second instrument, which that all becomes one module for the Bachelor of Arts, basically. Yes. So our core modules, or modules that are compulsory for everybody, is oral training, music theory, music history, music education, music technology. Yes, I think that's all. Yes.
What's the difference between music theory and music history?
So music theory, we do like chords and progressions, and we write out like analysis of pieces. And history, we learn about composers and how music was affected through the times.
Yeah,
basically, it's history class of music, which I'm sure you'll have also, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
With the whole,
there needs to be like the historical aspect of everything.
yes, with all the history and essays.
Yeah,
that was not fun, but we're trying our best.
Yeah, and all the reading and
yes.
all the seminars and all of that. Yeah,
basically,
I totally get that.
Basically. So yeah, that's first year basically. You do a lot of modules. You have no time, with the added practicing of your first instrument and your second instrument and the ensembles you take part in, like the orchestras and the wind band and the percussion ensembles and the brass ensembles. Yes.
Okay, that's
many people have played many ensembles, more than one, which can be quite taxing on the student, but we try our best again.
That's so cool.
Yes.
So that's first year.
That's first year basically.
Okay.
So second year it's the same as first year with only the added methodology. So methodology is how we teach music to people who don't understand, which is different to music education. Music education is more focused towards younger kids, but methodology is focused to more teaching your specific instrument. So second year and first year are kind of the same with the added methodology. Yes, basically.
Okay.
Nothing else. And also second year determines your major for third year.
Do you still have like the same modules as well?
Same modules, yes.
Same modules.
Everything, but just second year you move a bit faster because first year's over and you're an old student now. And also your marks in second year determine what major you can do in third year.
Okay.
Basically.
So you don't get to choose.
You don't. You
Your
do.
marks choose for you in a way.
You get to choose, but your marks do affect which
Oh.
major you can pick.
Okay.
Because the prerequisite of picking a major is your marks, which we get told in the beginning of second year, basically.
Basically.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Let's get to third year.
So third year is I would say, the toughest year because you drop a lot of modules. So in third year, you drop education, you drop technology, you drop oral, you drop piano, right? And then you get to pick your major in your third year. The options are theory, music composition, musicology, which is history, performance. But now we have added, next year, I think there will be added majors that they're still putting in the process. So next year we should have more options for people with regards to their majors, because the majors were pretty strict in the past and students couldn't really find, personally I also couldn't find my major, but then you get to find it. And you also get technology also, which is basically music production and music technology, which is very interesting for the modern classical musician, I would say. Yes.
Do you also learn, like, with regards to the instruments, do you learn how to put the parts together?
Yes, you learn about the music
Literally
methodology.
All, like, the entire build-up of instruments?
Yes, basically.
Okay.
In
Do
methodology.
you get tested on that as well?
I wouldn't say tested as in like building the instrument, but in the exam you do get asked a lot about the making of the instrument and the history of the instrument,
Yeah.
and how to take care of your instrument basically.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your major?
Okay, so my major is technology,
Okay.
which we work mainly on production of music and music recordings, and also how to do electronic music. For example, there are many notation applications like MuseScore, Sibelius, that allow you to make classical music on a laptop basically, and it plays it back to you. So that's my major right
that is
now.
so cool.
Yes, it is quite.
That is so
It's quite exciting and quite stressful.
Stressful.
Yes, music's a very stressful course, and I think ask the music students how they're doing, shame. They'll tell you that it's not.
I can like imagine memorizing like the chords and all those things.
Yes, but luckily I don't play a chord instrument, so that is good for me, I guess.
Yeah, but then
Yes.
there's the technology part of it though.
It is it is quite interesting. You learn a lot,
Yeah.
especially because we're moving into a more modern type of music, or more like music's no more just instruments in an orchestra hall. People are listening to music on their phones. It's easier to get electronic music than it is to get a classical performance, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
And I think we are moving towards a more
Technological. Yeah.
yes. Sorry, yes. Back to what you were saying. What was the question?
I don't think there was.
Oh,
I
yes.
think you were just saying that we're moving to a more modern type of thing
Yes.
in music.
Yes.
We are.
We
Especially
are.
now since everything is done online these days with COVID and all.
Yes.
So everybody's starting to rely more on these platforms and not really a very physical type of
Yes.
thing. So
But hopefully in the
Yeah.
future we go back to how things were, because we have been playing some concerts, even though we have to follow strict protocols. We're still trying to bring the live music experience back. Hopefully next year we have more normality and we get to play bigger concerts basically.
okay, hopefully.
Hope, definitely. definitely.
So that is third year.
Yes, that's third year. The fourth year and your final year is a very interesting year because you only have about 3 modules. You have your elective, which is either orchestral playing, ensemble playing, what else is there? Language for singers. I'm not too sure what it is. And then you also have your thesis or your mini dissertation, where you can do a topic or whatever you want to do in music. People have done it on Disney, on African drumming, on clarinet choirs. So anything you find interesting about music, you can write your essay on, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so basically this is also like a lot of research.
A lot of research, basically.
Lot of research.
Yes. So for example, hopefully next year I'm doing my essay on word painting in popular music. So word painting is when the music follows the word. So for
That's
example,
interesting.
in Hallelujah, I think it's Hallelujah, when he sings about a major chord, a minor something, the music follows the words. Yes, that one. He basically, in the music, he follows the words. And that's what I want to do for my essay next year. Word painting and rhetoric.
Wow.
Yes.
I am actually visualizing that. It's so beautiful.
Music is very interesting
Wow.
and very exciting.
I don't think there's a day when there's ever music outside of my life, if I could say that. Because like, even, I'm a dancer,
Yes.
so even when I'm not listening to music, there's imaginary music playing in my head.
Yes.
Because I'm just that much into music, so I cannot even imagine the world without music, honestly.
Yes.
It'll be a very miserable world.
Extremely
I would say.
miserable world, I
Very
would say
miserable.
also. And I really think personally music has changed my life because it's an art form that you wouldn't say uses words, but uses sound to convey emotions that sometimes we can't actually say.
Yeah.
So that's why I really like music, whether it be classical or pop. I think music plays a big role in everybody's life, basically.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yes.
I second that.
I second that also.
That.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, but like there's something. Sorry, there's more stuff I want to say though.
You
About
can-
fourth year.
You can.
Yeah, sorry.
by all means.
Okay. So
ahead.
in fourth year, the performance majors have to put on an hour concert where they play an hour concert of just themselves for a solo. So each major has a specific, how do I say this, final task that incorporates all the previous years into one task. So the performance majors have to put on an hour solo concert.
Wow.
Yes, which is very exciting because you see all these final years playing and it's nice.
How are the rehearsals for that type of thing? Because I cannot seem to imagine that. Like.
I think it's a lot of hard work and practicing because also to be a performance major you need to get very good marks
Yeah.
to be a performance major. You can't just wake up and be like, I want to be performance major. Yes,
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
it does make a lot of sense.
Okay. So that is it. That's the course.
That is the course indeed.
Okay, peeps, so that was it. Honestly, I learned so much about music today. Like, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of patience, a lot of consistency as well, and a lot of research too. This is really interesting. Is there something you'd like to add?
I have advice for people who want to study music.
Okay.
I think if you want to study music, definitely do it. But just know that you're committing to something that's very hard. And you have to be a hard-working, determined person. And also have fun because music, at its core, is fun.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Because like you said, it's an art form, and with art you always tend to use your own imagination and you just explore. So yeah, I think that's really good advice.
Thank you.
Cool. So peeps, I honestly hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want any information on our social media, you will catch it at the end of this video. And just in case you might have missed the introduction to this University of the Free State series, click over here to go check it out and leave a comment in the comment section. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Toots.